Hey there, guys, it's Metro. Why don't you guys strap in because I have a couple things to announce. So, I'm also going to be trying some new software I found to automatically edit all of the stuff down into basically like all the silence that isn't me talking is going to be removed automatically. We're going to give it a try. I don't know if it's right for the leveling challenges. I don't think it is, but I don't really have anything else recorded and I want to test it, like properly test it. Today I'm recording this, it's BlizzCon, okay? So I don't actually have, I don't really have anything to do today other than watch BlizzCon, and that's not till much later. So we are going to mess with that in the meantime, so that's why I'm going to do it for this video, because it's the only thing I have actually recorded. So we'll see. You guys can leave some feedback on if you like it or not. I honestly don't think it's right for the leveling challenges. I like the fact that they're longer, and I think a lot of people do too. I think a lot of people might like the fact that they're chill too, like kind of relaxed, and you know, this whole cut every second of silence out thing. That's good when you're kind of overly stimulated and you want just to get the bare bones of the video as much as possible, but this is more chill content. This is more supposed to be relaxing. So yeah, we'll see. I just want to see how it actually turns out without, how much involvement I'm needed for in the process and what the overall product looks like. So you guys can leave your comments on that. But yeah, realistically, it'll probably be a one and done for these at least. But yeah, this is a really big find. I guess I should have realized that AI was capable of doing something like this, but yeah, I only recently realized that AI is capable of removing sounds and stuff from your video. So pretty cool. Gonna check it out. Otherwise, we're just chilling and doing more leveling. But yeah, I do want to finish this. Partially because I don't want to have a bunch of parts after BlizzCon is over that aren't talking about BlizzCon. But I won't have time to record again now until Monday, so today's Friday. So yeah, if I waited until after BlizzCon to finish the series, then the series isn't going to get finished. I want to try to get it finished before the patch for sure, and I guess then try to figure out what's next. So I want this to be done, and then Monday I'll do the Heritage Armor aspect of it, and that'll be the end. It's been really fun, I have to say. It's been really enjoyable. The actual Shaman itself is insanely fun and very powerful too. I'm really shocked at how powerful this spec actually is. Don't really enjoy this quest. Seems like I should go to the other tower maybe at this point. There's like not a lot of potential area that I can throw it from that tower that's gonna hit a lot of mobs. Definitely not my favorite zone in the game, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do zones you don't love in the leveling challenges. We do need the rep. I will be finishing that today as well. Hopefully it will go well. I don't necessarily want to go do extra content other than level to 50, but I may have to. All right, that quest is now done. Should we turn it in? Yeah, I think we'll go turn it in, see what it actually says. Pretty sure this is like one of the last, there's like an important chain in the area though.
Blood and thunder.
Did you feel it, Metro? The raw, fell power seething through your being. There's nothing else like it. That's it. So probably continues on once we finish the other segments of the quests. This could be the end of me. Perhaps my actions were not as thought out as well as they should have been. The good news is that we pushed back an attack that would have otherwise meant the end of Splinter Tree. Let us pray that Starfang sees it this way. I am certain to be summoned to Orgrimmar to explain my actions. Please, Metro, go ahead of me and present this letter to his advisor, Eitrig. Oh, that's interesting. A quest to go to Orgrimmar. Well, we won't be doing that one. At least not right now. Maybe eventually we will, but yeah, it's not really going to give us experience that we ever need. So now we can head over, just do this one that's like out of nowhere. There's a couple quests down that I'm not really sure how best to go about doing, so we'll figure that out together. So Mission Improbable, it's a smoldering blazer lit. Let's see what this actually does. I have no idea. I'm not sure I've ever done this quest before. Oh, it's gonna have some like stealth guy come up. You may wish to put more signal powder on the brazier next time. I'm not sure they could see that from Orgrimmar. You have your work cut out for you here, friend. Let's hope that you're up to the task.
Strength.
As you've been told by now, we are to escort a diplomat from within the besieged lumber camp to safety. As it stands, that's simply impossible. The elves have 1,000 arrows trained on the camp's exits. First, we must create a diversion, something that will take their eyes off the camp for a time. My idea is simple. Take this axe and cut down the trees they've been nurturing in the region. When you're through, light the brazier here to speak with me again.
For the Lord, farewell.
Listen carefully, Shaman. There are 3 leaders in the region who are commanding the elves, keeping their focus directed on that lumber camp. Slaying them will certainly cause panic and disarray, hopefully enough for us to successfully complete our mission. While you're at it, bringing down their scouts can only aid our cause. Okay, so it looks like we have to kill... Oh yeah, I forgot that we actually got our final PvP talent as well yesterday. So I think both totems down together is a good option, and then we can use the other spell, like kind of keep them out of sync I don't think using all three at the same time is a profitable venture for us. Nope. Although I don't know, because I feel like that one critting is like, well, it's probably already a guaranteed one shot. If it crits, it's going to do such damage that it won't matter what happens next. But yeah, this character's really been like absolutely, it couldn't have gone better, I feel like. We haven't gotten a neck yet, but we've gotten multiple rings and a couple BOE rings, right? Like we actually got BOE rings. I don't feel like you ever get BOE rings. We have not gotten a neck or a helmet. We have a helmet on, but it's just a gray mail item that I actually needed a transmog from, so I just put that on. But yeah, it's actually been a very, very lucky run. Probably the luckiest I've ever gotten in one playthrough, and that's ironic because it's also the character that's the most powerful I think I've ever done in one playthrough. So my expectation for this whole automatically cutting out the silence thing is that it's gonna include some of the actual gameplay sounds, because they're probably very loud. I don't know how it determines what is me talking and what is the game talking, but typically I wouldn't be surprised to see that it was also including the game sounds. That's another reason why I think it would be perfect for like actual just straight up when I'm just talking type videos, which we do a fair amount of those. I was also thinking it might be really nice for me doing like a full playthrough of a zone. I had done a bunch of those with Cop and they were really fun, but were they a lot of work, man? I'll tell you what, they were so much work to edit down like 4 hours of gameplay into only the important questing. I think that would be a really, I might actually do it more if I could actually just get all the non-important stuff out immediately. But it also might mean that at some point I might end up not showing pertinent content simply because I'm not talking during it. Like for example, if this mob dies and I'm not talking, you won't see me kill it. So that would be crucial, like to include in the video. If I did a video like that to show I always like showing the quests, but I don't know how important that is to the viewer. I don't know what is this quest? Ashenvale Oak. Where do you do that? Oh, I see. There are these trees here. Okay. Yeah, that's them there. There's even like a shadow of them falling. That's pretty cool looking. That's certainly not in Classic, that kind of technology. That Shaman is just so wild looking, it really is. It's really nuts how visually splendorous it is. That's probably the thing that was the most remarkable from this playthrough, is just how nice everything looks and how powerful it looks. Like it looks powerful, I think is the right way to put it. Like it actually feels powerful and looks powerful, whereas sometimes, like I feel like at times Blood DK's animations don't really match up that way. Like they feel powerful because you see your health going to full, but then like sometimes, you know, Death Strike or you know, some of the other spells they've had over the years, they don't really look that powerful. They don't look like they're imposing their will on the enemy as much as you would think a character named a Death Knight would, you know? But I get it, because they have to balance that against other classes. Like if Death Knight just like looks like they're dominating everything they fight, then it really wouldn't be very logical for other heroes or other races or whatever, other classes to even, like it would look very mismatched, I think, among the other classes. Also, that mastery is really fun. I'll tell you, I'm really surprised at how many mastery resets we've gotten without any mastery gear whatsoever. Yeah, well, actually, we have 16% mastery now. Oh, no, it's still only a 5.6. Yeah, we have 0 mastery. You just get 16% from being an Enhanced Shaman, it seems. You don't get mastery on gear in Classic. That didn't get added till Wrath, I think. So, well, no, Wrath is not even, I don't even know. Classic is, or TBC is, no, Patreon. Cataclysm is when they added mastery, I believe, but it's not on any of the leveling gear, I guess. Like they didn't bother. I think the way they did it was they simply just changed the stats to something else, and so none of them got changed to mastery. Looks like we're gonna ding on the next kill here as well, so let's go find the named guy, and hopefully he'll be the guy who dings us as well. 2 NPCs right next to each other. Interesting. Good thing we have some CDs up. This looks like it might be dangerous though. You use all of our PvP talents at once. Probably should focus on killing some of the smaller guys. Certainly use our Maelstrom for healing. But yeah, otherwise we don't really have a lot of, probably not going to live this, honestly. I'll have to spam heal a bit. I don't think CDs are going to come up in time to save me. Spam heal is always an option, even though we're melee. We don't, mana problems like don't even exist. Oh, there's the ding too. Of course I should have realized. I forgot that we were going to ding in the middle of the combat here. So that ends up working out beautifully. 41 now. Let's see how we're doing on the rep 2 after this. Oh, we also got a BOE from killing those mobs, but it's cloth, so we don't use cloth here. Yeah, in terms of rep, we are at 14,824 out of 2,100. So I don't know if that means we're likely or unlikely to finish it while leveling, but I really do hope we can finish it while leveling. I don't think we will though. It sounds like a lot of rep. Okay, so now it looks like we head back to the place we placed that like fire or whatever, and then the NPC is still gonna be there. Or what? Do we have to click it again or something? I don't see him, even though there's question marks. Yeah, I guess we have to click it again. Yeah, and then he's gonna come up in stealth again. I think he was making a joke before about putting more powder on there so they can see it in Orgrimmar, meaning like the night elves are gonna see it. You didn't need to use the whole sack at once, did you? Yeah, so that's what it's saying.
Farewell.
Nice work, Metro. You've demoralized the enemy and harvested resources for the Horde. Let's hope the rest of the mission goes as well.
Drink
Well done, Shaman. They're in a complete disarray. Look at them.
for the Horde.
Well, Shaman, this is as good as it gets. The elves are scrambling to recover from your recent deeds, and there's no better time to break into the lumber camp. Make your way in and speak with Overseer Gorthak. He'll instruct you as to how best to escort the diplomat to safety. Good luck. Dabu to you. All right, so now to go down here. I feel like I've probably done these quests before. They don't necessarily ring a bell. Like I feel like I've done them, but I don't exactly know what's coming. Maybe only done them once or twice or something like that. Usually I don't get very far into the zone because it's not a very fun zone to play through as a Horde. It's a lot nicer as Alliance, but even as Alliance it was kind of weird. Wow, look at that. 1,111 days since the last time I've seen that rare. That is 3 years and 4 days or something like that. It's a long time, I guess, but it's really not that long. It just looks like a long because you have 1,000 of something. Forgot to set up the stream though, so I need to do that. That's pretty wild. I set it for 5:30. That's the latest I've streamed since Dragonflight launched, but it's also like 9 hours from now. It's kind of funny. It's only 9 o'clock right now. Oh, this guy looks pretty cool. He's got some very unique gear on. What the hell? I've never seen some of this gear before. If only you had arrived an hour ago. The diplomat suffered mortal wounds at the hands of an elf assassin. How the enemy was able to infiltrate the camp undetected remains a mystery. Oh, we're also getting Traveler's Log progress, which is nice because I haven't really started that. It's not like I haven't gotten enough to think about here. Keeping this place operational is hard enough without constant elf and Draenei harassment. Now on top of everything, there's an assassin lurking around the camp who's killed an important diplomat on my watch. Whoever it is couldn't have gotten far, Shaman. Scour the camp until you find her and then avenge the diplomat. At least I can bring the assassin's head with me when I have to answer to Hellscream.
For the Horde.
God, that character looks really unique. I don't know what they're wearing. I see them wearing like a mix of mail and plate gear, or mail and leather like that. It's the polar tunic that he has on, I believe. Very unique looking. All right, let's head out, see where we're looking. I don't know exactly where we're going, but
Anaria Shola. Keep your wit.
where are they even meant to be? It doesn't actually show up on the map. It's like legit not on the map. The quest didn't seem to indicate where it was either, so they just said it can't have gotten far. So it makes you think like it would be obvious, but scour the camp until you find her and then avenge the diplomat. Is she just gonna be standing somewhere? Like there's mobs fighting each other, but that's it. Well, let's go kill the rare while we're here. Oh, look at this. There's also a quest here. I have a bit of a personal request for you, Shaman. It has been many moons since I've seen my wife. It has been many moons since I've seen my love, Draka. It'll be many more before we are able to be together again. I fear that as time passes, her love for me will wane. This braid has special meaning to the two of us, as do thorned blood cups and the flower of the region. I ask that you pluck the flowers and weave them into the twine, then present the gift to Draka on my behalf. God, is that a classic quest? That feels like that would be a quest that's in classic. Seems like a very out of place basic quest if it's not a classic quest. Okay, so we're gonna kill this rare that we haven't killed in 3 years or something like that, but it's pretty nice. Oh, also getting male BOE hands that we need the transmog for, so that's a hell of an upgrade there. Yeah, it's actually a really nice upgrade because the hands we had on were just actual like upgraded quest gear, which is usually just worse than the BOEs. So where would we now have 2 quests? I have no idea where to go. Oh, okay. There's flowers like literally right here. Okay. Thorned blood cup. What is it that we need to do with those? We need 8 of those weaved into this band, so we just gotta loot them around here, I guess. That's kind of cool. I don't know if that's maybe gonna help us find the mob too. Maybe the NPC that we're looking for. What is this? Horde explosives. Maybe this was some alliance quest that we didn't get to see. The fact that there's like a little horde outpost here with these explosives on it makes me think that there's probably an alliance quest that we never did in the previous playthrough. blow up the watchtower, but keep the players far enough away from each other so there's not like some constant war happening. It's really strange too, because like the original idea of South Shore was like that, you know, like the two cities are literally like right next to each other, so you couldn't avoid fighting each other. Kind of strange how the philosophy has shifted over the years, but I suppose maybe it was never actually intended. Maybe some kind of coincidence. I mean, obviously, if that's how they believed the map was laid out prior to the game being made, then that's just why they did it in the first place. But I always like the idea of South Shore, though. I really hate that the city's gone, because it feels like it was one of the last places of Lordaeron that were still, like, you know, occupied by humans. We probably talked a lot about that in the undead leveling challenge, because I feel like the humans have as much entitlement to the land as anybody. Like, there's absolutely still humans alive that were alive during the Scourge and just didn't get killed, you know what I mean? So those people got displaced as much as any of the undead did. Like, I don't feel like they're less valuable. It's kind of just not really talked about in the game, but I think that's a big oversight. Yeah, look, there's these explosives all around, so it makes me think there's probably an alliance quest here. Maybe that's even what is that even what they're trying to get done? Like, the alliance quest was to come in here and kill it, and now they want you to come and kill like an NPC that's a player or something like that? I don't even know. I kind of wish I did more of the zone on alliance. I gave up a little too quick. All right, here's our 8th flower, so we'll go ahead and get that, and then we'll go ahead and turn this thing into something that's relevant to somebody, I guess. And then I guess I'm gonna have to look up the other quests, because I have absolutely no idea what I'm missing here. Walked all around this area and not seen anything. I guess maybe we didn't come to these stables yet, but it doesn't, like, there's nothing indicating that there's an NPC here, so. The only thing I was thinking of, maybe it would like automatically attack me if I got near it and it was in stealth or something like that, but yeah, I just don't know where it would be. So let's go and look it up. A lot of comments, 86 comments. Just keep on walking and she will find you. Walking outside, you have more of a chance. This guy says, I found her outside the building to the southwest. A perfect example of you think you do, but you don't. Not sure what you're talking about. This quest was introduced in Cataclysm, and Blizzard only has only released until TBC Classic so far. Oh, that confused me. Quest tends to be a pain due to the random nature where the assassin can spawn. Also, not helping matters is the fact that you pretty much have to be on top of her for her to aggro. When I most recently did this, she spawned for me at this coordinate. It was on top of the hill near the Shredder and stable. Others are found just south of the main building in the camp, and even inside the main building. During your search, you'll randomly see chat messages that seem to indicate the assassin is stalking you. Bottom line, check the Shredders, go inside the building and loop around once or twice, then search Shredders again if she has yet to jump you. Generally seems to work faster than running around the camp at random while spamming AoE attacks. That's very interesting. Yeah, we don't have the chat up, so that's potentially why we may be having some issues, but we'll try the different areas. Probably just in the building though, because we kind of immediately left the building without even checking. Maybe it's also better to not be on the mount, because if it did aggro, you know, we might be running away from it too quick. If it's in stealth, it's probably like the old style stealth where the mob is slow. So yeah, let's just do a loop around the building and see. Maybe we should turn the chat back on though. Let's go ahead and do a reload. I saw him say an emo, but I don't see what he said something about Drain Eye. I feel like I didn't see what it said. That's not the same emote though, I bet. Well, that's a full 360 around the building and no assassin, so doesn't seem like it's out here. That's a very annoying quest, honestly. Adds to my dislike of the zone, I guess. I feel like, oh yeah, there you go. I feel like it would be over here. That's exactly where I expected it to be, honestly. Aggroed pretty, like, instantly too, like the second I came over here, so. Yeah, we just didn't explore the whole area. All right, so that's done. Now we go back in. Yep, back inside. I want to know one thing, Orc. Is the assassin dead? Yes. Well done, Shaman. One last request. It would probably be easy. It would probably be best if none of my laborers knew this assassin existed. Who's gonna tell them? It's not gonna be me. But now there's a quest from the Blood Elf guy who's upset. I cannot believe she's gone. It's all happened so fast. I understand that I have to thank you for avenging my mistress, but... Wait, your mistress? Wait, what? For that, you have my gratitude and that of Silvermoon. In her wisdom, my lady foresaw this end. She prepared a missive to be delivered in the event that something happened to her. We were to join an Orgrimmar retinue at the crossroads just north of here. Please, Orc, meet them in our stead and see that the message is delivered.
The reckoning.
Okay, so that's the NPC that we just got the other quest from. So that's probably just did it out of order. That's why it seemed like it was in a weird state, like that one was just on its own. All right, so now we'll head back up there and I guess turn that in. The other one, like we still have a lot. Like we haven't even, dude, this is crazy. We're actually only gonna finish the 2nd of the 7th chapters right now. So there's a lot still to be done. Gutar listens as you inform him of Sheila's passing. I'll deliver this to Hellscream personally, Orc. In the meantime, there's something I need you to do for me. Oh yeah, we already did that. Okay. So yeah, that was kind of out of order there. Bit weird, but anyway, yeah, so we got that chapter done. Now we're going to go back to Splinter Tree, I guess. Actually, we probably should go do this one. Yeah, we have this demon quest still to do, so let's go do that. Right now we have kind of like a strange assortment of quests, like quests that don't really take us anywhere specifically. So I assume that means we're probably going to be finished with Splinter Tree. Splinter Tree's demonic defense. I assume we're about to finish the third chapter once we finish this demonic quest line, but maybe you have to take it to Etrig to actually finish that. I don't really care about finishing the zone, but I just want to make sure we get as much rep as possible. Presumably that quest gives rep, but I don't know if it would be worth going all the way to Orgrimmar for. I mean, I guess we can look it up. Let's see on Wowhead how much rep it actually gives. It says it only gives 25 rep with Orgrimmar, so I don't think we're gonna be good. We're not gonna be going to Orgrimmar just 25 rep, that's for sure. This quest might be kind of a pain. Yeah, I feel like we're gonna have to kill a lot of mobs on the way in just to get in there. Not exactly sure where we're going, to be honest. I think we're going like pretty deep in there. Yeah, these PvP talents are really fun though, I have to say. Like, I'm this has definitely got to be the best slew of PvP talents like in the game. I don't know if there's anything even remotely as good. And they last a while too. Like, we can potentially still get value out of these before, like, we kill one mob and now they're still up for the second mob. It's pretty nice. I'm just trying to do this, man. I'm just trying to keep my head away from BlizzCon. I try not to talk about it too because I know this won't be published until after BlizzCon's over, but man, it's tough, man. I'm so hyped, dude. I hate that, like, you know, it sucks that this is going to get published after BlizzCon because I know people might want to come and talk about it, or it might be even a tease to know that I don't know yet, but you do. But yeah, when you're watching this, you'll already know about the announcements, and I don't currently, so. But if you didn't see it, me and Cobb already did a live stream where we recapped all of our thoughts on it. We planned to have started it after the first, like, WoW, like, panel or whatever, and then, like, we were going to continue it during the break in between the two panels, and then stop talking and just watch the classic panel, and then yeah, come back after that. But that's 45 minutes, so we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely looking forward to doing it. I haven't done it yet, but if you haven't seen it, yeah, definitely watch that. It should be on the channel under the live streams, not on this channel but on the main channel. Alright, so we're here to do something. I guess we need to kill this mob first. It's going to be kind of difficult, but we do have a bunch of CDs up, so let's start by killing this mob. And then we could use like all the PvP talents and all the power we have, and hopefully... Yeah, we got a nice crit there, so that helps. That was actually on this guy, though, I think. We could interrupt, that's fine. Makes it a little bit easier, less damage taken. Carrion Swarm, can't dodge it, not like in some of the other cases of Dreadlords doing it. And we've been stunned, so that's horrendous. We can interrupt that Shadow Bolt, very good. Alright, he's dead. That's good. No problem at all. Oh, we got the blade that we needed from him, and what? Now we need to do something else? Oh, I see. There's a whole nother area. I thought both quests were going to be done here. That's unfortunate. Yeah, very strange little area here. I remember this now. This is like a really, yeah, it's like a crater with a monument to Grom. I actually came up to this area when I was very, very young playing Classic for the first time, and I remember seeing this and being like absolutely blown away by it. Like, I came here as like a max level, so I don't know what the mobs look like here in Classic, but I don't think there was any actual content for it, but I remember coming here and because I had a big fan of Warcraft 3, obviously, and all of that. So the monument says, "Here lies Gromash Hellscream, chieftain of the Warsong clan. In many ways, the curse of the people began and ended with Grom. His name meant giant's heart in our ancient tongue. He earned that name 100-fold as he stood alone before the demon Manoroth and won our freedom with his blood. Loktar Agar, big brother. May the war song never fade. Thrall." Thrall left that there. That's pretty cool. If you've never played Warcraft 3, you honestly should do it just for the actual campaign. Like, I know a lot of people dislike the remake and stuff, but I feel like the campaign is really good in the remake. Like, it's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, and the cool thing about it is they added so many new textures and so many new like things in it. Like, yeah, it's actually really, really cool how much new content or whatever, like, I don't know how you describe it, but like new animations and textures and stuff they made for new pieces of the game. And the campaign is where you'd see that. Like, the average thing that got added, I don't know what there even is besides the actual campaign. Like 99% of it was added for the campaign, which is pretty cool because like the original game obviously had limited assets, so they would just try to like reuse a lot of the same assets and make things like, You know, like you'd have like the night elf villages, and you'd see that same village over and over again, which never really made a lot of sense because there was like no homes for night elf in the actual base kit for the race that you play, like to fight others with. So they had to make that, and they didn't, you know, make a lot of different variations of it. Same thing with the actual Quel'Thalas area. Like it's definitely very limited in what's there in the base game, pretty much nothing. So they had to make all kinds of custom content for it. They just didn't make a ton. So now they made way more, and it actually looks amazing. Like the Quel'Thalas stuff is actually the best thing I think that they've added in the Reforged version. Even though I now don't use those graphics, I really do like the original ones, to be honest. I think the new ones still look really good. Like I actually really like them. They're just slightly worse than, it'd be like, you know, me playing classic sometimes over retail. Like it's not that I dislike retail, it's just that classic is also still really good. Okay, so where the hell are we going? There's a lot of enemies in our path. It looks like we gotta go maybe in that barrow den or something. I don't know. That's a little scary though. Barrow dens, man, we don't really get along with them very well. Yeah, I mean, based on where the thing is on the mini-map, it looks like it has to be in there and then down a ways, because there's no, like it's, I'm staring straight at it and it's obviously not over there, right? I don't see anything over there at least. So into the dark abyss we go. As the barbarian might say in Diablo 2, so cold and dark under the ground. This is definitely a place I hate being, but it doesn't look like there's any actual mobs down here. So that makes it a little bit easier. It looks like there's tons of treasures down here too. Is there? Oh, there's mobs there. Okay. I was gonna say if there's no actual mobs, then maybe we'll just go and check it out and see if the treasures are there. Oh yeah, there's Daethorius the Seeker. I don't know if these are characters like from Warcraft 3 or something. I also don't know like what's here. I assume these mobs are here in Classic. They just don't have a purpose or something. Seems like a very strange location to have nothing in it. Can we pull this alone is the question. And it looks like the answer is yes. Very, very good. We don't, yeah, I don't know. These mobs are a little dangerous, I feel like. Maybe they're just imposing. I don't really feel like they're that dangerous numerically, but they just kind of make you think they are because they're demons. Let's fight Daethorius the Seeker. He's got a nice green polearm for some reason. Have some decent CDs up for this fella, but looks like at this point we're not really getting challenged too much by any individual mob. We don't have a ton of health. I feel like we still get hit kind of hard, but our damage is very competitive with what the game's health pools are offering. But we also forgot to reapply our weapons. Did we die or something? I guess it just ran out. Yeah, they just ran out. So that's a lot of damage we're leaving on the table. Carrion Swarm Wheel definitely interrupt that, and then hopefully no more damage. Now that we have the buffs up, we should be doing even more DPS, but we're getting hit actually kind of hard right now. Big crits there, that's really nice. That always helps. Yeah, there we go, that's what we needed right there. So that fella's dead. Wind Fury, powerful spell. You definitely want to have that one on. And apparently there could have been a treasure here, but it doesn't look like it's up. Unless maybe it was down below. I don't know. I don't really need to find out. I feel like we're good on gear. I think these types of places I really don't enjoy. I think if we ever did a rogue, it would be a lot more approachable. A zone like this especially. There's a lot of times rogues would have been really nice in this zone. Anything with the stealth, maybe even like a hunter with stealth, but rogue obviously. Rogue and druid, I guess. The more I think about it, the more I think I want to do a Tauren, and I would do Tauren druid. There's a lot of content that I want to get done as a Tauren. Like I really would like to, like I would want to level the character all the way because I really want to be able to go and do the Bane questline. I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's even like good or what, but if I did ever do it, that would be included in it for sure. We would be doing that Bane questline to unlock, I guess they get like a weapon or something like that. That's like a totem. Really sounds interesting to be honest. So. But yeah, I've never done it before, not even on my main, and I feel like it would be really good to do it on a Tauren as like kind of like a secondary heritage armor type content thing, and that's what makes me think that the patch is going to have Night Elf specific content because they already have like a couple, you know, pieces of content that are specific to very specific themes. Yeah, I've never done that Blue Dragon questline either. I want to do that at some point and record that too. I think that and the Tears questline. I want to do those and maybe do something with those. So. There's just so much good flavor in Dragonflight, and I feel like I missed it all. It's kind of like a better, like, it's like a Suramar type. Like, I feel like there's a lot of stuff in there, but since it's not all one major quest line that you're kind of, you know, kind of quote unquote forced, you know, as they say, forced. I don't really believe that, but you're kind of like funneled into is what probably the better way to put it. I just missed it. You know, I never did any of those quests. They didn't give me anything that I needed for my character's gear or my character's progression, so I just didn't do them. But before the expansion's over, I definitely want to get to stuff like that. I was thinking about this though, because Eitrigg is not likely to be very happy with her. He's like really against demon use, I think, in the orc lore. Hello, Metro. Recognizing at once the nature of the gift, Draka begins to weep. Oh, Metro, thank you for this gift. It means more than you could know. He hasn't forgotten. Unfortunately, that's the character who's probably going to be very unalive after Eitrig finds out. I feel like we might have to do that to finish the story of the zone, though, so we'll have to see what happens. Those Dreadlords must die soon, Metro. Yeah, they're dead. Never again will the Burning Legion make slaves of the Orcs or any other race of the Horde. Bravely fought, Shaman. You have the true heart of the Horde beating inside you. You give us much honor. Oh, yeah, this is the ring, the 2 Argus rings for some reason. Oh, I guess it's... Oh, wait. It says Argus. I thought it said Arugul, or Arugul for some reason. Yeah, last time I... So, yeah, Argus is the homeland. That's funny. Listen, Shaman, I know the assault on Splinter Tree has everyone worked up, but if we forget about the Satyrs, portal will come out of the crisis to face an even larger one. You don't know about the portals? To the northeast in the region of Saturnir and Xavian, the Satyrs are attempting to summon in demons to bolster their numbers. We must be vigilant in closing these portals, no matter what issues we face here. I don't think they're summoning in demons, are they? It's kind of weird how there's like 2 different types of demons, and like especially in Classic, that's something that gets really confusing. I've been traveling through Ashenvale, heading towards Ratchet, and decided to make a stop here at Splinter Tree. I'm always looking for an opportunity, and it seems the Satyr horns are in high demand in Ratchet these days. Asking around here, it seems that the Satyrs in Nightrun, Saturnir, Xavian, all have the type of horn I'm looking for. I'm no match for their Satyrs, but you look like you might be. Tell you what, collect the horns for me, and I'll make it worth your time. So that's just 2 quests in the same area, I guess. Probably areas that have always existed over there. I don't know what portals they're talking about, but it's just a normal area it looks like that we're going to, so. We also have to kill a lot of them, 16. Oh, I see, it's those purple things. Yeah, that's right, that makes sense. Oh, right, and of course, more stealth mobs, my favorite thing about the zone. Unfortunately, for these mobs, we have all of our CDs up, so these guys are dead already. Well, that guy put a shield on, so he's not gonna die. But he's dead anyway, forget him. 2 horns from 2 mobs, it's quite nice. Oh, look at treasure just sitting here, too. We were just here on the Night Elf a couple of weeks ago, and, oh, look at that. Wow, that's a lot of versatility. 117 item level, that's quite nice. So that's gonna go on even though, oh, that is so much stats though, dude. Oh, but it has no agi on it. But look at the stats, 31 stamina up from 5. Oh, but that's only an item level 31 item. Okay, well that makes a lot of sense. Anyway, that might have sold or something like that. Maybe I was stupid to put that on, but either way, part of the playthrough, you wear the gear you get, you don't put them on the auction house. Maybe though, it looks like that might be a unique model or something like that. I don't recognize that one. If I don't have it for transmog, it usually means that it's something that I might want to sell, but honestly, if it's leather or cloth, I probably don't need to be selling it because I just don't play a lot of those characters, so I wouldn't have a lot of transmog. Looks like there's actually 2 mobs right here, which is going to be kind of annoying. We have our defense up though, not a problem. Putting that shield on though, that's not great. Shielded against damage. Oh, it's only like AMZ, it looks like it's only magic damage. Yeah, it's only magic damage, that's cool. We have to close a lot of portals though, 12 portals. Wow, that's gonna be a lot of killing in this area. Oh my god, I'm healing the totem again, dude. I do that all the time. Ah, right, the rare as well, okay. Yeah, well there's, oh look at the big D&D down. This is gonna be a lot of combat here. Let's try to get right to the rare if we can, because there's a lot of mobs between us and the rare. I guess maybe we should try to go in from one of the sides, so we'll do that. What is that he put up? Chance to dodge increased. Imagine if he dodged the big PvP talent. Oh, he aggroed. Oh, no. Okay, interrupt him. That's fine. This guy's getting slaughtered. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, lots of mobs have aggroed. I think it's a death here. This mob's dead already, so we just need to heal up now. Let the totems do a little bit of their work. Just keep healing here and there. It's gonna be really dangerous. I don't know if they have mana pools like they did in Classic, but maybe he'll eventually run out of mana as well. I can interrupt him. He will eventually run out of mana, but not anytime soon. Oh, now he's probably gonna aggro that mob. Somehow that didn't aggro. I just can't really afford to go over there because he's gonna aggro more stuff. Can I line of sight it? Nope. Just please stop casting. He's got too many spells that he can cast. All right, we're gonna have to go in here and fight. Please line of sight or something. These pillars are like completely not line of sight, like strange. No, he's finally attacking me, so he's made a bad choice. Interrupt Fire Nova, and he's dead. 3,200 experience, and we got Mail Belt, which is likely an upgrade as well. Yeah, that's another pretty big upgrade. Crit and Verse as well, which is nice stats for us. Oh, 2 mobs again. This is such a dangerous area, man. This is probably the most dangerous area we've had in this playthrough, other than maybe the Barrow Dens that we've been in. Luckily, we're so well equipped, because I think any other Heritage armor, like any other character we would have done a Nomad leveling challenge on, would probably be getting slaughtered in this area. Why is that mob glowing? Like what? It's got like an outline to it. That's strange. Oh, it was because I had it targeted? I don't know what that was. As soon as I de-targeted it, that glow went away. God, look at all those numbers. I freaking love that, man. There's like 40 numbers on the screen. You hit him with the kitchen sink. It's still glowing afterwards. Maybe you could skin him or something. I don't know why that's like that. Our totem's just gotten a little bit desynced now, and it's unlikely to catch back up until we're out of combat for a while. It's not the worst idea to stagger the CDs, though, I feel like. It's a lot of magic, a lot of absorbs on the screen as well as numbers. Yeah, we're gonna be way, like, we're gonna kill like 40 mobs for this quest, and we're only gonna end up having 16 horns needed, so. These imps almost, that imp almost died to my like flame shock alone, so. The pets don't have a lot of health, luckily. What's going on? It won't heal myself automatically. What the hell? Something really strange going on with the game right now. Wow, that's really weird. Is that a bug? It won't heal myself automatically. There we go. It's like I had something targeted that I couldn't heal, but I didn't have anything targeted. Well, that's it for the satyr horns, but we have only half of the portals closed, and there's not a ton of portals that aren't near mobs. I don't think there's any, so we're gonna have to pretty much clear out this whole camp, I'd imagine. I'm trying to get this imp to actually attack me so it can kill itself with lightning shield, but it doesn't seem like it does anything other than cast spells. Even when you interrupt it, it just stands there and doesn't come any closer to us. Usually any type of leveling challenge, or even like in classic, anytime when you have some difficulty, the mobs that have pets are usually the most dangerous. But on top of that, there's stealth mobs, so it's really a very scary area. Oh look, there's like a little path leading out of here now. Is there always a path here? I don't think so. It actually leads out the side of it. That's unique. Guess we'll have to go up the hill here to get even more of these done. But yeah, this area looks like maybe it's a little bit easier to not fight mobs. There's still a bunch of mobs near them, but they're not as like, hugging it as the other area. That's the only thing we don't have on this character is the CC. The Hunter was really nice for that because we can just trap and run away. Gift of Xavian, what is that? That was the best part about it though, because you can just trap the mobs and then run away. And at the end of the day, it looks like we do have to clear out many mobs to get this quest done. I think there was another quest up here back in Classic as well, but I don't know if there's anything here now. I don't even really see another one that's... Okay, there's one down here, good. Really hoping to not have to fight all of those mobs just to get this final one. Alright, final one completed, and yeah, I don't think there's anything else up here. Okay, yeah, I actually wanted to check it out. I just flew above here. There's actually an NPC here, but of course, as Horde, this is not for us. This is an Alliance quest, but yeah, maybe that quest is still in the game then to come and rescue this Dryad or whatever. I hope you can be quick about getting those horns. Yeah, we're done already. Yeah, it's over. These are perfect, Metro. Thanks for helping me out. Oh, and this is for your time. What, the experience? Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate you giving me that. Good work, Orc. One less thing I have to worry about. And that is it. It looks like we do need to go to Orgrimmar to finish this area, which I don't know how important that is going to be for our playthrough, but considering I don't actually have any proper lead-ins anywhere other than Zoram Strand, I am going to go ahead and go to Orgrimmar real quick. So I'm just gonna fly there. I don't need to really show this happening. So yeah, it'll probably get edited out in the whole thing, but yeah, we'll just fly there real quick and yeah, meet you there basically.
Trinkets, yeah, pretty.
Okay, we're here. Let's see what we got going on here.
Hail, friend.
Lots of quests here, like what the hell? There's so many quests here. Oh my god, what are half of these quests? Eitrig alone has 3 quests. Machines of War. This must be, I don't even know what this. Far to the east, the World Breakers lay hidden in Twilight Highlands. We must end their threat and we will do it the most powerful army ever. This is the lead-in to start Twilight Highlands, I guess. And then enemies below. This is a quest for Ragefire Chasm, I guess? I don't know. Very strange compilation of quests here. This woman, Draka, needs to mind her steps. She plays with power she cannot possibly understand. This Durak. I sense foul things about this one, and my instincts are very rarely wrong.
Keep your weapons.
Dreadhead Redemption. I sense this... It's funny. Durak is more dangerous than he seems. Demonic power is dangerous, and it is easy to fall to its corruptions, even for a trained warlock. I do not trust him, Metro. Find this Durak and tell him that the Horde will have nothing to do with him.
Goodbye.
Wow, that's interesting. You're just gonna abandon the guy, huh? Yeah, I remember that quest, though. But yeah, oh, okay. This is a quest to go to End Time. Very strange. This is a quest, the Art of War. What is it, the BFA start or something like that? Or is it the Mop? I think that's the Mop start, isn't it? There's Sarafang, there's Nazgrim. Here's another guy over here. The War Chief has designed... Okay, so this is another Twilight Highlands. There's 2 different Twilight Highlands quests? Yeah, I really have no idea. It's kind of weird though, like this is I thought this was the #1 thing they were trying to solve with the Chromie Time edition. Like I remember when they announced it at BlizzCon, it was like something that was showing like having multiple different like NPCs all from different timelines and eras, confusing players, and that didn't happen. They didn't do that at all, I guess. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna fly back, and then I guess that's gonna help us do the rest of that hub, because if I remember correctly, that guy has to be like, you have to deal with him, and then, you know, that's obviously gonna give rep 2 and is gonna give us some kind of closure on that hub. All right, so we're back here, Splinter Tree Mine. Time to go in and expose this demon lover for who he is. They're gonna end his life, I think, and then figure out what's left for the zone. Obviously, we have a lot to still do in the zone, and we still need like 7 levels pretty much, so. I don't know about rep. Let's see, how are we doing on rep now? We've only gained like a couple thousand since we last brought it up, but I guess that's probably enough. This is terrible, Duroc. Sarfang will have nothing to do with you. What can we do? Why are we acting like we care about this guy? I don't know. Sarfang's involved, you say? I did say that, yeah. Well, then there's only one thing that can be left to do, or something. I can't read, apparently. He's gonna transform into a demon. This is all happening sooner than I would have liked. I'm afraid that you, Metro, have outgrown your usefulness. The first time I've heard that said. Alright, so let's go ahead and end this fella's usefulness as well. Almost just hit him for half his health with one spell, so that's pretty good. Doesn't actually have that much this guy doesn't really have a lot of health. Using like a super TBC model, that is a terrible looking model. I feel like it's one of the worst models I've ever designed. That really, really weird, I don't even know what that is. It's got like a stomach, like I don't, that's a really strange model. I never liked that model. Is there a Legion equivalent to that demon type? I don't think I've seen it, if there is. Okay, Deadhead Redemption or Dreadhead Redemption. Wait, where does that get turned in? Wait, do we have to go back to Orgrimmar to turn that in? Oh my god, we do. Well, it gives a ring. I guess fucking do this all again. See you there. As we were flying over, I was thinking like, oh, maybe we should stop by and kill these rares again, but that doesn't really do anything for us right now. We need to maximize our rep, or our rep gain per quest, much like gaining experience that doesn't give us rep right now is likely to just end up being a waste of time. I don't feel like we need the gear either. Normally you'd do it for the gear, obviously, but that's not going to be needed in this playthrough at all. I also just realized I don't have Shade Scale on, which you just unfortunately wouldn't even notice it in Ashenvale. It's really not very nice with Shade Scale on at all, but we'll throw it on. Ah, yes, the proper... Oh, well, I just jumped off and killed myself. I didn't even realize. Wrong mount. Luckily, I didn't actually die, but... Ah, yes, the proper skybox in the favorite zone of the game. It looks good in Orgrimmar, too. I feel like, honestly, like, it's quite nice in a lot of the original zones. Like, I feel like any of the starting zones, they always have really nice night skyboxes. And Orgrimmar's one of them, too. It's got this nice kind of dark... And I feel like the lighting of some of the buildings really accentuates that. It looks even better in Stormwind, but Orgrimmar is usually not the most visually pleasing type, you know, city to be in this expansion. Especially the Cataclysm version. I don't really feel like either the Classic or the Cataclysm version are very nice looking. As I thought, he was a threat after all. Well done. Get a ring. That's not even... Alright, well that was kind of a waste of time, honestly, but I assume we got some rep for it, and whatever. Finish the zone now, so now we get to fly all the way back, right? But you don't have to watch it, I hope. I hope that this is working out and the editing thing is working well, because, yeah, I've been intentionally putting in areas of silence. I will tell you how long the video is once we are done. It's going to be long. This is going to be a long one. We're already an hour and 18 minutes into me recording this, and obviously this video is not going to be an hour and 18 minutes at this point. So, yeah, we'll see how much actually gets cut out. But it's all handled by like AI or whatever, so it's just gonna do it. Like I don't even have to be present. Like I don't even have to be involved in it. So we'll see how it goes. I am gonna fly back to Splinter Tree though. I think there was like a automatic like a flight path or something like that. That's not a flight path that takes you over there. So we'll do that. Even though usually don't take flight paths and stuff like that. Like travel like that. That's part of a quest. I feel like, you know, Blizzard designed it that way. So we'll use that. We'll honor that. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure we just talked to the actual flight master, right? Yeah. I am on a task from Zadrak. I must get to Zormgar right away. This is the only thing that's kind of maybe like well, this is why I probably won't use this tool for future leveling challenges, simply because I feel like you know, I wouldn't be talking during this, but it's part of the playthrough. Like, it's ambience. It's nice to see it, you know, traveling over the zone like this. Like, there's value to this, and it's relaxing, and it can be enjoyable. So now if I want this in the video, I'd have to either, like, re-edit it after it's edited, or, like, just talk the whole way through the whole flight, which I don't really care to do. Oh, there's a rare there, yeah. I wonder if the rare sound is going to trigger it. I should have not talked there, but anyway, yeah, cool. We're here. I think this is going to be a good hub for us. I assume every single quest here is going to give rep. I'm not sure I've done it. I mean, this area doesn't even look familiar to me, but I'm sure I did it at some point. But I know there's a lot of quests here in Classic, so there's probably going to be a lot of stuff going on. Bad news bearers. Commander Grimfang brow wrinkles as he reads the report. This is grim news indeed. May the spirits preserve them until we can find our way to Splinter Tree. No, yeah, we're good now. Like they're, it's all good. There is no small task, Orc. We have more ships arriving, and without the lighthouse, they'll be lost, or worse. You are hereby charged with keeping the fire lit. Collect the blubber from the hydras in these waters, then bring it to the forge here to melt into oil. Throwing that oil on the lighthouse fire will buy us the time we need. Black Fathom Depths. I don't think we need to read this quest, but we'll pick it up maybe just in case. Vorsha the Lasher, the fiendish hydra that roams the seas. She has attacked her outpost, each time unprovoked, laying waste to anything that falls in her path. But I am ready, Metro. I have prepared the best hydra I have prepared to best the hydra and end these attacks on Zormgar. The Naga honor the wicked nature of the beast with a brazier that remains lit on an island just off the coast. I believe that if we put it out, Vorsha will appear in anger. We will need help, so be sure to bring some strong allies. Is this still an action? It's still a... Yeah, are you sure you are ready? If we do not have a group of your allies, we will fail. This will be a tough fight, Metro. Follow me closely. Is it really still going to be the case? Okay. Well, it's still an escort. Unfortunately, this is a quest that we really don't want to do, but we already started it, so we'll give it one try. If we fail, we will not try it again. In Classic, this quest is like not... This is like horrible. But in Cataclysm, I'd imagine it'll be better. It's still going to be horrible, though, because we're going to have this guy make us wait for him to walk all the way to the area, which is... It seems like it's a lot closer than it is in Classic, but I don't know. There's also the rare that we saw. We actually saw the rare as we were flying in, so let's see. Maybe we can get the rare killed, too, while we're doing this quest. See, I'll just follow him, though. I don't want to... We didn't even pick up quests to kill other stuff yet, so unfortunately, I don't know if we're doing this optimally. Oh, he's just gonna aggro something. Okay, so we'll have to kill Naga. Unfortunately, we probably have another quest to kill Naga that we haven't picked up yet. I always made that mistake in Classic too. I always talk to that guy first, and he's the one who wants the escort. So you just be sitting there doing his escort because he runs away on his own, and if you don't escort him, then he's gonna not respawn for a while. Oh yeah, there's Lady Vespia. I don't know if that ring quest is in there for Horde because this mob can actually drop that ring, which is really nice. But I think that's probably Alliance only. This is the Brazier Metro. Put it out. Vorsha is a beast worthy of praise from no one. Now we must wait. It won't be long before the Naga realize what we've done. Oh shit, that's why this quest is hard, because it's going to spawn a lot of mobs. That's not necessarily a problem as of right now, though. We'll see. Obviously, our big PvP talents help us out for this set of mobs, but I think it's like once you kill one... Oh, and we ding, so that's useful. Anyway, I think once you kill one set of mob, the next one spawns. That might be a problem for us. Perhaps we will get a moment to rest, but I will not give up until we faced off Vorsha. Mana burn, we don't necessarily need to worry about that. Oh, also, this guy's tanking for a bit, which he seems like he's capable of doing, so that's good for us. We're in danger, though. We got totems again, though. I feel like the main mob is not hard, though. It's just going to be surviving these AoE pulls, these big pulls. There's Vorsha the Lasher down there. So we're good to fight it, or do we have to wait for it to come up? I sense that the Great Beast draws near. Yeah, it's easy mode. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad of a quest. Defeat Vorsha the Lasher. That's completed. Sweet. That's very good for us. There's additional RP. I'm going to patrol the area for a while longer to ensure that things are truly safe. Please return to Zormgar and report our success to the Warsong Runner. Okay, so we're back here. This is who we turn it into, I guess, huh? Got an exclamation or a question mark ready. I've witnessed many Naga attacks since I arrived here. It puts my mind at ease that Vorsha will no longer roam freely. We are in your debt. Yet another ring, maybe an upgrade? Nope. That gave a lot of experience. 8k, I feel like. There's an evil lurking here along the coast, Orc. It is the resting place of a doomed city of Zoram, long destroyed and submerged beneath the seas, lost and nearly forgotten. Now the Naga have returned, and for what reason we do not know. But reason matters little. We must defend the land we have worked so hard to claim as our own. Return to me with 20 of their heads. Throw the Naga back to the depths. We gotta give ourselves an opportunity here. We'll fight the rare. Hopefully we can get it alone. Right now it's a little bit compromised, but I think it's a caster, so we can probably just pull it and then interrupt it. Very nice. Not too shabby. Pop everything on this mob. Seems like a good investment of our resources. Splash can be interrupted, but we'll wait for the other stuff. And that's that easy mode. Cool. Another mail belt, so that's probably just a direct upgrade, although it's the exact same item level, which I'm surprised by because I'm pretty sure we got this belt, what, like 2 levels ago? But yeah, this doesn't really seem like an upgrade. Otherwise, it's just killing loads of mobs. I don't know There's probably not going to be any actual excitement. Oh, we have to do something with the lighthouse too. I don't remember this quest very well. I don't think this one's in Classic at all. Is there even a lighthouse here in Classic? I don't think so. Those freaking numbers, man, that's so cool. I love seeing all those numbers flying around the screen. It's just it's like the best part of the playthrough, honestly. It's just such like a fun spec just to see being played. Like I don't even know if I need to play this spec myself for me to enjoy it. I could just watch, if I just like watch my own footage of me playing it, I think I'll find the same pleasure as me actually playing it at times. Presumably there's gonna be another, like, I think this is like another quest where we have to like defend a point though, kind of thing, because I don't know why light the bonfire, like light the fire would be its own quest. That doesn't sound like that would be the end of it. Oh, I remember. No, we have to get blubber, right? Yeah, so it's not as simple as simply going there and doing it. That makes sense. This whirlpool from these mobs actually hurts pretty hard though. I don't know where those hydras actually are meant to be. We need to find them because they're there, down there. This actually, I remember doing this quest now. I don't know if I did it in a leveling challenge or something, but I remember doing it and disliking it because we had to be underwater a ton. But then I remember finding like for it because it was raining above the water and under the water was not raining, and it was like really calming and a really like a soothing experience. I really like that. Okay, so it actually gives us, yeah, we need 10 of these. Cook 10 Mislash Hydra Blubber down into Mislash oil or something like that. Sounds good to me. We'll do it. Yeah, I think the right choice is to use Storm Strike and then use the knock-up ability, because during that time, that's like all time for the Storm Strike to be cooling down and coming back up. The spell like used to be like just use it ASAP because it's gonna one-shot the mob, but it's not like that anymore. So now being a little bit more tactical with its actual use, because you're pretty much like guaranteeing yourself like not being able to use any other spells for at least a few seconds. It's kind of crucial. All right, we already got 4. We only need 6 more kills. I came here just to see what this guy was. Dockmaster Mogok. He says, "You may fish here, but please keep it short. I like my privacy." What the hell? That's a very strange, like what's that guy even there for? Also, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to rescind my initial statement that this is gonna be the end of it. I think I don't know if I want to, like, I don't want to end up going so long that I end up running into like potentially still working on this while BlizzCon is starting. BlizzCon's supposed to start at 2 if I remember correctly. Let me just make sure of that first. Yeah, so it's going to start at 2 Eastern, 11 p.m. PDT, and that is, oh, it's 10 right now, so that's less than 4 hours from now. I don't know if I can even finish, like, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 50 at this point, but if I actually need rep, which I really do think I'm going to, I might be overestimating it, but it doesn't feel like I'm very close to that. So I definitely won't, like, you know, even if it only takes, say, 2 more hours to get the next 6.5 levels, then I have to do all this messing around with the rendering, and then, well, and then on top of that, I might need even more time for the rep. Yeah, all right, let's just say we won't finish this today. Sorry if anybody's actually listening to this. But yeah, I don't want to end up pushing it so far that I go into BlizzCon. Unfortunately, that means there will be multiple episodes between now and BlizzCon, but I think that's better than me missing BlizzCon or something. Or being like stressed out to trying to, oh wait, what is this? Zoramgar Forge, what does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We have to go to a different area to do this? What is that? Oh yeah, and there's even a quest in here that we missed the whole time, jeez. Lousy piece of ship. Shoddy workmanship, there's no other explanation. These ships must have been constructed in a hurry. Entire pieces of armor plating are falling off without even sustaining a direct hit. I'll show them how it can be done. But first, I need you to recover the pieces from the seafloor. Turn to me with the pieces and I'll do the rest. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So that means we have to go back underwater now. Within the beginning tunnels of Black Fathom depths, there is large sapphire clusters along the wall. We noticed that the Naga started harvesting their crystals around the same time their weaponry greatly improved. The crystals seem to have great elemental power, and if used inappropriately, you can make something for a powerful component for my smithing. Will you help me, Metro? Black Fathom depths can be found along the Zoram Strand to the north of our outpost. I will help you, but unfortunately I'm now in a bind. But yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna go, like, I wouldn't mind trying to get to 45. Let's just do that. I think that's, because I want to have enough, like, left over for another episode that we're not, you know, like, just having a very, very short episode like that. But now we can probably just swim from spot to spot and get these things, so there won't be too much consternation. But yeah, I wish I realized that I was missing a quest. I don't know how I missed that either, because I was like, it was right there in the open the whole time. The good thing about being underwater is like there's such like a vertical element to it, as well as the horizontal element, that you can usually just kind of like swim around almost anything. Unless it's like actually walking on the seafloor. Like sometimes you'll see like murlocs like straight up walking on the seafloor. Usually you almost have nothing that's mandatory to fight in water if you're just trying to like loot something off the floor especially. It's also kind of disorienting. It's like hard to see exactly how far that mob is away from me. Like I feel like that's way closer than it looks like it is. But yeah, this underwater, like it's got like nice music to it, and there's no like ambient sounds because we're underwater, you know what I mean? So it's like blocking all those out. It's actually like really calming to be under the water when this music is playing and there was like rain above it and stuff like that. It's really cool. That's a very good memory of mine, but I don't know where the memory came from. Like I actually don't know what playthrough that would have been or what character I would have experienced that on. Presumably it was on a Horde character though, because I was in the Zoram Strand. Makes me wonder if I was maybe doing it in Classic. It could have been. It could have been recently in Classic when I leveled. I don't know, man. That Tauren, that hunter that I've been doing, like I don't even. That's been going on for so long now. I started that in like May or something like that, and it's September, or well now it's November actually. Okay, so now we'll finally be able to go up here and do this. We have our item that we created at the forge, and we have the other quest now too, so we can do all that stuff right now. Lighthouse fire lit, done. That's it. Not gonna spawn any mobs. I thought it might be one of those things where you have to like defend a point type thing, but I guess not. Okay, so yeah, I guess we're gonna go down here. I don't fully know this quest very well, but I assume everything down here is not dangerous anymore. I haven't been down into this dungeon in a long time. Probably last time I was down here was when me and Cop did the Paladin Pals together on Classic, and we came here to get the there was like a mob that you needed to kill to get part of the Jordan Stillwell quest, what's it called, Varigan's Fist, the Varigan's Fist weapon for our paladins. We were able to two-man that easily, and partially because there's like a guide out there where you can actually just straight up solo it. Now, a lot of it's only soloable because Blizzard's bad at making the video game, and there's like a lot of weird safe spots and shit that you can stand in, which I really don't. I don't like or support, and I don't like that people use them to do hard content solo, but you know, it is what it is. It's there, and they don't seem to be there. Like, I can't find any evidence that they were there in like the old Classic days, but maybe. But the thing is, I think a lot of private servers would have looked at stuff like that as a bug or like an exploit, and they would have fixed it. So it's hard to get any type of reference where, you know, the private server world is so different. I don't actually know what we're doing here. Like, it's on the walls. Oh, I see it. Yeah, okay. Meanwhile, we're now fighting two casters that are both pretty dangerous. This is, yeah, it's not really a dangerous area, but there's still a lot of enemies. Oh, and they're gonna heal too, Jesus. That's not ideal. Oh, and again, we don't have our buffs up. I guess it's just time just passes and I don't pay attention, but yes, how long have we been fighting without Wind Fury and stuff on? That's crazy. Lightning Shield too, I don't know how much of a difference it makes, but I'm sure it does something. Yeah, the spec's a lot less fun to play when you don't have Wind Fury on, but we got a cloak. That's the bad one. It's got nothing but armor and intellect, which we can't use, so. And it looks like we already have it for transmog, right? Do we have those? So that gets that's staying on the corpse there. Yeah, there's all the numbers flying around again, so that's, we've been missing that. I'll tell you, that's like, honestly, like, yeah, Wind Fury. I couldn't do this without Wind Fury, I don't think. I know it's not a true, like, you know, we've taken a lot of talents, but this one doesn't really help us at all, but yeah, I think all three of these talents are what's adding up to all of this like awesome stuff that's going on with this character. There's a lot of really fun talents for Shaman, to be honest. Like when I did the naked leveling challenge, I found that out, and a lot of those talents didn't even like, I felt like, I don't know, maybe that was the first one, but I remember a lot of the talents didn't work properly or something like that. That was on the 2-man enhancement Shaman though. That was a much different story because that was at the very beginning of the alpha. As soon as I got into the alpha, I knew that I needed to, I knew that I needed to potentially get that done ASAP because they were not going to allow that. I had this sneaking suspicion that it was not going to last very long. Actually, I think it wasn't even a sneaking suspicion. I think they straight up said that they were going to change it. If I remember correctly, they made a post for Death Knights saying that Frost Death Knight still had the ability to use Rune Strike, which was a bug, and that Frost Strike was supposed to replace Rune Strike, but it wasn't working at the time. And so then when I saw that exact same behavior for Shaman, I was like, all right, well, that's also a bug. That's the same bug then, so that's just not going to stay that way. I think we finished it in the whole one build. It was a great playthrough though. I really enjoyed it. The only time you'll ever be able to actually use a two-handed weapon as a shaman and still like press globals frequently. Otherwise, you're just sitting there auto-attacking and waiting for the shocks to be back up, which is not fun at all. Especially considering how cool some of these spells are and all that stuff. It's really hard to enjoy it. If they just had Primal Strike, it would be, yeah, it wouldn't ever be like viable numerically, I don't think, but it would be a lot more fun at least. Definitely not my favorite quest in the zone. This zone really just keeps offering up new quests that I don't love, so fortunately, we're stuck here, but we are almost done. I feel like we're moving through it relatively fast. We have a bunch of quests to turn in. I don't think, like, what is that? Black Fathom Depths is like straight up in the dungeon, right? So we're definitely not doing that. We still have the Sharp Talons Claw thing that we never actually finished either, but yeah, we'll end up probably, I don't know if we're gonna ding from these quests, but yeah, we have 4 quests to turn in, so we should, right? Let's see if we can just like run out of here. I really don't want to keep fighting these mobs. I had hoped that coming down here was gonna give us an opportunity to get the heads too, but sadly it doesn't seem like that. Those are different mobs altogether, I guess there. Got a few more kills here to get. It's like every single one seems to drop one, so that's really nice. 20 of one thing is definitely something you expect to have a high drop rate. I think it's like actually straight up 100% drop rate, which is quite nice. These mobs were kind of a pain. We fought these exact same mobs just a few weeks ago on the Hunter challenge, but this is a much different challenge because we actually have an interrupt, which is so nice to have. Like, it really is so nice to have. I thought there might be another rare here, but I guess it's not. I thought there was like a Hydra rare too, but I guess not. I don't know like what classes actually get an interrupt baseline. Like even Shaman is a talent, which is kind of surprising to me because they've always had an interrupt. Like classic, like you have an interrupt at like level 4 or some shit. Like it's the only class that's always had an interrupt. Oh, I guess maybe Rogue too. You get kicked like a level like 10 or something like that in classic, I think. It just makes the playthrough so much smoother, I feel like when you constantly fight casters and you can't kick them, it really doesn't even change the playthrough that much, I guess, but it's just not fun. Like it's just so bad in my brain to see like a cast constantly go off and me not doing anything to stop it. I guess that's Mythic Plus. It made me feel that way over the years, but
Blood and
no more ships will run aground thanks to you. Nice work, Orc. Before you go, we have urgent need for good shamans at Hellscream's Watch, but before you're dispatched, there remains something that needs to be done here. Most of the perishable goods were lost at sea due mainly to Alliance attacks. We must stock enough food to carry out our Ashenvale campaign. Just east of here, you should find wildlife in abundance. Bring back the best meat you can find for our troops. We got a bunch of quests to turn in. I guess that'll definitely ding us, right? The Naga increase in numbers. Metro, please complete this task for me. We could use more of your kind around here, Metro. Thank you for your help. There is more to this Naga problem that meets the eye shaman. It appears that the issue will not be resolved by merely thinning their numbers. To humble them, a more severe impression must be made. Travel to the northern end of Zormstrand and enter Black Fathom Depths. Once there, demonstrate to the Naga that their presence in the region is no longer to be tolerated. Oh my god, we have to go back in there? Oh, Jesus. I guess we're doing some of these things out of order. That's really frustrating. Made some big mistakes in this area, I guess.
blood and thunder.
Were you able to recover that armor plating? Yeah, I got it. Yep. Good work, Orc. I'll show them how an armored ship should be built. Good idea. How goes your search for the crystals, Metro? Do you think they'll make an item that we could use to stop the Naga? Excellent. These will do nicely. Here's a reward for your hard work. And we didn't even ding. Wow, this zone sucks. This is crazy. This is actually, I feel like we're leveling really slow right now. What level were we when we started the episode? We're 2 hours into the episode and haven't gained 4 levels. But I'm pretty sure, I think it's even worse than that. I'm pretty sure we were like super high level when, like, or super far into the level when we started the episode too. Like well over half. Is that a treasure? Oh yeah, cool. Runestone treasure chest. I don't think I've ever seen this one. All right, well, there's the ding. Oh, look at that. And male pants that we don't have the transmog for, so that's cool. Did not actually realize that. Yeah, that's nice. Did not actually realize that was a type of chest. So that's cool. Those are a big upgrade, I think. Yeah, pretty sizable. They don't have really good stats on them or anything, but it's just a lot of agi and stamina, which at this point I'm certainly fine with. But yeah, so back into the depths, I guess. We'll go down again and... Yeah, this is a terrible questing hub, especially like I've just been flying back and forth because like, man, that's just not interesting to ride all the way around. But yeah, like especially if you had to know, like, because there was no flying amounts when you'd be leveling here in actual kata, right? But I think I just did something wrong. I don't even really know. I missed that first quest hub, or like the first 2 quests from that blacksmith guy somehow. I really don't even know how I did, to be honest. Like I'm not actually sure how I straight up just never saw them. I guess I was distracted or something, but... Oh, don't fucking heal it. Oh, okay, good. We got the kill before it healed. That's annoying when the mob heals as it's running away. Ended up killing way more than 6 anyway, though, so... Yeah, this would have been a lot more efficient to do it that way. But at least we're 44 now, so we'll go turn this in and see what's left in this segment. There's also venison steaks needed. That's like probably one of the last quests in this area, I guess, based on the way it's read before you go. Makes it sound like you're leaving the zone after you do, or leaving the area after you do that. I don't even know like what's left for Horde at this point. Like, there's no more flight paths. Oh, I guess we're going to the middle of the map, right? Yeah, I forgot we skipped the middle of the map. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff in the middle, obviously. Bringing Harmony to the Elements quest as well. Is that the same actual quest that there was for the Horde, the Alliance version? Maybe. I don't really love that. I don't know, this zone. How many times we're gonna say it? I don't love the zone, but all good. Finish it up. How are we doing on rep 2? Let's see how much rep we've gotten from that. Yeah, still not even 1800, so that means we need multiple thousand, which like at best there's probably like 100 quests in the zone left, and even if all of them, yeah, like that, we're just not gonna finish it. We might straight up not even finish it in the zone, you know what I mean? So we're gonna have to figure something out, but that'll be for another day. I don't know why I said before. I said that there would be multiple episodes post BlizzCon, but that are pre BlizzCon that air post BlizzCon, but that won't be true because I won't be recording these again now until Monday. The only issue with that was that I wanted to try to finish up the playthrough before the season, but frankly, I think I still can. I can definitely get to. I can get a lot done Monday, so as long as the leveling portion doesn't become arduous, I should have no problem. Maybe I should just focus on leveling and just forget about the, maybe just forget about the actual rep part until afterwards. It's just going to be a huge pain to turn Chromie time on and off multiple times like that. It says there was a treasure here. I don't know where it would have been. Probably on the stairs somewhere, or maybe at the very bottom, but I assume that's sharing the spawn point with the other runestone treasure, unless maybe it's like over here or something, but yeah. Not here currently. There's the Alliance NPCs, so we'll stay clear of them while we go try to find some venison. I guess just the big deer that are around the area are what we're targeting. Being in this zone as an orc is actually like kind of cool, man. I really like this zone and like what it represents more than the actual gameplay of it. It's got, I have like, again, such nostalgia, but this time for Warcraft 3, not even for Classic. Warcraft 3 is like, I don't regard it as much nostalgically as I do Classic WoW for some reason. I think it's because I enjoyed Classic, or I enjoyed Warcraft 3 a lot, but I didn't like fall in love with it. You know what I mean? Like Warcraft 3 was a great game. I played a ton of it, but I mostly only played like the competitive elements. I don't even know when the last time I did the campaign was. Like I straight up did not, you know, I don't play the game. I haven't played the game. It's not something I spend a lot of time on, even though it's still a great game. It's just not a game that I love. Like WoW is the love. Like that's, you know, the story of Warcraft 3 is fucking excellent, obviously, but it's WoW that made it to be what it is now for me. And even Classic, or even like other, like really I have like more nostalgia for like expansions I don't even love, like say, yeah, like Wrath or something like that, you know what I mean? I have probably better connection to Wrath than I even do to Warcraft 3, even though that's where it all started for me and I wouldn't even be playing. Like Warcraft 3, it's like the fucking gateway drug kind of thing. Like I wouldn't even be playing it if it wasn't for Warcraft 3. If you've never heard the story, I was like super big into Warcraft 3 because of the competitive side of it. I actually like, I was pretty decent at the game at one point. But yeah, the like the competitive side of it made me think I don't know where I even saw it, but there was some like advertisement by Blizzard for WoW, and I just assumed it was called World of Warcraft. And I was like, all right, well, I assume that's just another RTS game, you know what I mean? Like I figured it was just Warcraft 4 and I was just gonna buy that, and that was that. because like everybody who I was playing, yeah, that's right. Like I was in like a clan or whatever like that in Warcraft 3, and everybody in that clan was talking about how they were gonna stop and they were gonna play WoW instead. And so yeah, it just, to me it felt like a sequel, you know what I mean? Like, because I had played the Halo games, and that was always how it went with Halo. Like once Halo 4 came out, nobody really played Halo 3 anymore, or maybe that's a bad example. Probably Halo 2 and 3 are better examples there, but yeah, that's just like, especially when I was younger, I didn't, you know, like I was only like, probably only like, maybe I wasn't even 15 yet. I don't even know when they would have announced WoW. But I don't really remember playing Warcraft 3 past like 16 for sure. Like that was like the last time I played it. Seriously. Ah, there's the rare, good. I was looking for the rare, I didn't see it, but there it is. But yeah, so I don't know when that would have been, but I was very impressionable and just kind of fly by the seat of my pants at that point in my life, you know? So if everybody around me said they were quitting the game to go play a different game, and that game was similar to the game I was playing, then I was buying that game and playing that game too. It's another treasure. That's a very strange location for a treasure. Let's go see if that's up. I wonder if that's just another one. Yeah, that's probably just another one that shares the spawn with the other ones though. That's pretty cool location though, right there. It's like right on this little area here. But yeah, presumably that one is just also... Oh yeah, new PvP talents available. Still not the one that we want though. That's the one that's gonna give us... Shamanism is the name of it. It's the one that's gonna give us Bloodlust on a really short CD. It's so stupid that you don't get Bloodlust until so high. When do we actually get it? Is it 48? Yeah, 48. That's so garbage. And especially now with the way the characters work, like 48 to 50 is like such a short amount of time now. And I guess, yeah, like 48 to 60 is when you'd have it, but obviously, you know, whatever. I don't know why I'm even saying that. The level cap's 70 now, so it's not like you wouldn't have a good amount of time with Bloodlust as a spell, but I've never actually leveled a character through Dragonflight as Enhanced. I should maybe do it, but I don't know. I don't really, I feel like leveling as a DPS is just a lot less fun in the new content. The new content's usually like harder and like more, you know, like comparing it to Classic is silly because Classic's content just has so few mechanics, but still I try, you know, I end up comparing it a lot, but like this is so much more fun to do a leveling challenge through. But if I'm doing like the max level content, it's just way more fun to just do it fast. Like I'd rather do it that way and not do any type of leveling challenge for that content, because that content was like definitely not meant to be done that way, and it can get very frustrating, especially if you're doing something like this where you have like limited AoE or limited survivability, you know. God, there is very few of these bucks. I feel like we have to fly around a lot to find them, but there's two right here, hopefully. Oh god, look at that, two right here. Hopefully that'll be it. Yeah, perfect. Okay, very good. Yeah, let's turn it in. We got, yes, Orc. These venison should make our soldier spirits rise for the coming battle. Here's something for your trouble. Honestly, don't even want that to upgrade. Into the fray with you, Orc. Hellscream's Watch is one of the most contentious fronts in Ashenvale. The experience should serve you well, assuming you survive. When you've made ready, speak with Arduk. I've arranged for him to transport you directly to your station. Once you arrive, seek out Captain Gogoth. He will guide you further. Bring pain and death to our enemies for the Horde. Excellent. Let the Naga retreat back into the seas where they belong. And that is it for the Zormgar outpost. Okay, cool. So yeah, we will talk to whoever it is that they want us to talk to, and head over. I guess it's the Windrider again. The Flight Master fella. That outpost was not very good. Grimfang has ordered me to Hellscream's Watch. I just don't really like the zone, honestly, like I've said 40 times already, but yeah, it's just hard to like any of the actual questing in the zone. The zone itself is cool, and the idea of, you know, the orcs versus the night elves always intrigued me, but there's some questing that's fine, like nothing I hate really. I haven't really ran into anything I hate, but it's not like super exciting. Like I even remember, like I was excited to log on. I was like, I can't wait to get on. I want to test this thing I was telling you guys about, and then I was like, oh, but I have to do freaking Ashenvale. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh god, not Ashenvale. There's those paths. We never get to see those, but yeah, they added these paths up into this Furbolg camp down from Maestra's Post and the other area, which is quite cool. They did I mean, they did a good job with it. I'm not sure why they did it, but they did a good job with making the different, like, sub-zones of the zone feel more connected in Cataclysm. I really don't know why they even did it. Oh, yeah, okay, so there's actually another segment here. I forgot about this. I did not realize that there was actually another segment here. I thought we were going to the middle. You come here as a child, Orc. You shall leave here as a battle-hardened shaman of the Horde. That or a corpse. Delays. I'm at wit's end. I was told that this goblin was brilliant, that he'd come up with gadgets sure to shock the enemy into submission. So far, he's produced nothing but empty promises. If he comes up empty-handed again, I'm going to toss him off a cliff. You go and speak to him, Shaman. Let him know that my fuse is running short.
For the horde.
The guy's name is Tweedle. I don't know why you would expect that guy to be a good guy. Let me tell you something, Shaman. The boss man simply doesn't appreciate the art and craftsmanship that goes into making fine explosives.
Keep it
Good one.
real.
I'm definitely onto something here. I have enough volatile elements salvaged from our arsenal to make the explosives Gogath once. I need to stabilize it and pack it into bombs. What I need is some clay, and not just any clay. Moon-kissed clay. It's found only on the northern banks of Astronar Lake, and it possesses the qualities I need to bring out the full potential of any discovery. The Thistlefur Fullbogs are threatening our expansion. Which expansion? Dragonflight? Thistlefur Village to our west blocks the way between us here and Splinter Tree Post. It's a path that would circumvent the village of Astronar. Without it, we give the Alliance an extra expansion path. Metro, we must not allow an expansion path gap. Is that some kind of reference? I don't even understand that. Proceed to Thistlefur Village and thin out the Furbolgs. You will be given compensation for this task, but more importantly, you will be doing your duty to the Horde. Well, I wouldn't do it if it wasn't for experience, just letting you know. Another quest from this fella now. What's he have to say here? Our forces are not ready to assault Astronar just yet, Shaman. They know we're coming though, and they're not content to sit and wait for us. At the base of this cliff, they've created a camp from which they launch bothersome attacks by the light of the moon. Before these skirmishes bolster their confidence any further, I want you to visit them with the wrath of the Horde. Return to me when the elves have been humbled a bit. My kinfolk were traveling here with many sacred troll charms. Oh god, not the troll charms. But the Thistlefur Furbolgs attacked and killed them before they reached Zormgar. Those vile Furbolgs. That is not what the Alliance quest said happened. I miss my brothers and sisters who were killed, but we will meet again in the afterlife. However, their troll charms hold great value in this world. It is an outrage that the Furbolgs have them. Metro, you must retrieve the charms. They're in chests in Thistlefur Hold, a cave at the end of Thistlefur Village. So I'm pretty sure that guy was just in the Zoram Strand in Classic, right? I guess they moved him up here because it's more central, but I really do not want to go in there. I think let's just do, I'm going to do these two here, and then that's going to be it for today. There's a lot of mobs down here. I don't know, do we have to kill any name mobs as well? Maybe eventually. Right now, it doesn't seem like it. This is like super dense though. There's like tons of mobs. Oh, and this is a ranged mob. What are we looting? Stuff on the ground, and then, yeah, killing enemies, okay. Oh my god, they're also popping evasion. This is bad. We're about to aggro. I thought we were going to aggro 2 mobs there. The officer's probably going to aggro the totem, and somehow that's also got a bow. Really hoping that one's not going to have a bow. That means we're probably, okay, he's using Blade Storm while having a bow. Sounds good. I guess that's fine. He's moved just far enough now. Yeah, hopefully all the mobs in this area aren't going to be ranged, but I think they are. It's going to be hard. That's why I really want to do like leveling challenges as like a Death Knight, but I don't know. There doesn't really feel like I feel like, especially like, I don't really like Frost, but I guess I'd play Frost. I might try to do it. I might try to do a Frost Death Knight at one point. The problem is if I'm trying to do it for Heritage Armor, it really sucks because then you have to do that Death Knight starting zone. I hope someday they will change it so you don't have to, but I don't think they will. Somebody suggested like kind of just like the choice you get from either the new like starting zone or the old one. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, that choice there, they can do the same thing with Death Knights. It wouldn't be like absurd to have like a regular Orc Death Knight start with Bolvar, but I do think it would be absurd to have a Magkar Orc start with the old zone. Like, that wouldn't even really make any sense. So yeah, I don't think they would ever do it in that direction, but maybe they could just make every Death Knight start with Bolvar if you want, because I don't. And the other thing I hate about it, like I said that a couple weeks ago, I think in this playthrough, like it eats into the experience pretty substantially. Like you end up getting a lot of experience. That gives so much experience for some reason. I really don't know why. This is like an ultra dangerous quest. I feel like there's like no safe place to fight any mobs. There's so many enemies here. Makes me wonder if I'm in the wrong spot. It's gonna be another one of those quests though that we end up finishing like the kill quest way ahead of the other segment though. Like we're not seeing a lot of this moon-kissed clay that's not surrounded by mobs. It's also kind of hard to see. Like I came over here because oh yeah, there it is. I was like, where did he even go? I came over here to find it and I just lost it. Probably gonna be one of those things where we want to just maybe wait for the respawns. Yeah, like see these ones are back already. Places that we know are safe. So, oh yeah, see like that aggro, that's so bad. Try to like drag it out here into the water maybe and it'll come a little bit, but I cannot. Oh yeah, no, we're fucked. We're gonna die here. Not only is it bad, but we might not even make it out of this. This quest definitely is not. They should move these. I don't know why they're where they are. Doesn't even make sense either because it said they're supposed to be by the water and it's like they're not even by the water. Okay, we'll just try to kill this thing quick. Pat's gone away for now. Another good quest to be a rogue, I think. Rogue is like, I gotta do a leveling challenge on a rogue. They're such a good leveling challenge class. The only thing that I gotta like, I really wish I can just play like the old style of Outlaw where it's not like this pirate theme. I really don't like that pirate theme. I really want to just use like the basic rogue spells. Like probably the most fun leveling challenge I ever did that wasn't even like recorded was the rogue. I did no spec rogue. It's fucking, it was awesome. It really was. It was like such a fun leveling. It felt like leveling a classic rogue, like straight up. It was just a classic rogue. Obviously with even less spells too, so it made it even more of a challenge. I want to just, I think actually just level a rogue though at one point. I don't know if I'll enjoy it though. I feel like rogue in classic is not going to be anywhere near as fun as rogue in live WoW, and I've played rogue in live WoW now a few times with different, like I did that naked rogue as well at one point. That was kind of like where all this started, and that character was a fucking ton of fun. So I can't imagine I'll enjoy classic rogue as much as I would the live WoW rogue. Like it's the same. I was thinking about it before. This spec is so fucking fun, dude. It is like legitimately 10 times more fun than the Shaman, like on classic. Like I couldn't even compare the two. They're awful comparison wise. Like legit, it really couldn't be a worse comparison. Classic Shaman is so fucking boring, and you have so little actual spells that you can press without constantly going out of mana. And then on top of that, like what we learned in hardcore, like the totem is so detrimental. Like you could easily get killed by putting your totems down. That was like the thing I loved the most about Shaman, was having the totems down. But then I come to realize that like, yo, these totems are actually gonna kill me here and there. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna aggro. Like if I put a totem right now with these patrols, the totem's gonna pull the mob and it's gonna kill me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna die because I put my totem down. So in classic, you have no way to get the totem gone, and that's not good. But so then on top of that, like you're basically just auto attacking the whole way, and that is not the least. Like I don't hate that. Like obviously Paladin plays similarly, and I kind of like that about Paladin. But the problem is the Paladin kit is so much more flavorful with the buffs and everything. The talents are so much more interesting, and then mostly the big thing is that well, I don't even, Shaman just, I don't know, it's just not as fun. I don't hate it, but now that I played Enhancement and live, it's like, fuck man, I can't even go back, I don't think. Let's see what you brought me, Orc. This is perfect. Oh, just wait till you see what I can do with this. I've done it. This should satisfy even Gogath. We just need a test that will sufficiently show off our efforts. Ah, the wagon. The boss man wanted that rotted out piece of junk hauled off for days. Use my explosives to get rid of it. Let's see what the captain has to say. Oh, over here, yeah, it's all messed up. It definitely worked, but aren't those wheels gonna be all over the place? Both are turned into him now. So Tweedle found a way to get those explosives working. It's about time. Well done, Orc, but there is much that remains to be done here. Take a cloak. That's probably our biggest upgrade. Actually, no, the wrist would be even better. And we didn't get it, but we did ding 45. So Tweedle finally came through on those explosives, eh? They couldn't have come at a better time. The elves of Astranar are preparing to make a devastating assault on our camp as we speak. Drop our new weapon on them from the skies. The destruction of Astranar will be a dagger in the heart of the night elves everywhere. Speak with Thraka when you're ready to begin the assault. Aim true, Shaman. Is this like another Raka? Who's this? We'll just quickly do this one, I guess, then if it's up here. Like I said, I'm not really in a rush to go. I just don't want the next episode to be so... Who are we talking to? I don't want the next episode to be so long that I can't finish it in one sitting. I don't... Is it Thraka? It's not a character. Where is this character? Oh, over there. Oh, it's the flight... Always the flight path people. I should get used to that, I suppose. I'm going to bomb Astranar. Captain Gogath's orders. This is another thing that, like... Because now that this kind of thing is done, does this mean that if they did a revamp of the zone, that Astranar would be destroyed? It's like getting to the point where it's almost like, man, I don't want to keep seeing all this. Like, they're ruining the zones. But if they do bring the old zone, like I say, like, as long as they can just bring... Oh, what did I just do? Oh my god, I pressed return to base. As long as they can just keep the class... If they bring the classic zones in and then keep the cataclysm zones in and then add a third layer to the zone, like, that's fine. And then we can choose which one we want to do. That'd be so cool. I would absolutely love that. Leveled through Ashenvale only, right? You do the classic version, then you hop over to the Cataclysm version, then you hop over to the 11.0 version. That'd be so fucking cool. That'd be so cool. Absolutely would love that. So this quest's pretty basic. You just kind of fly around and press one button. Never really liked quests like this. I know the first one was TBC and that was a really boring version of it, but you would think by Cataclysm they would have tried to make it a little bit more interesting. Although, I don't know, even the ones in Dragonflight are still pretty much just press one button. I don't really get what they see in quests like this. I guess they feel like they have to do, like, there has to be some exposition of all these enemies getting killed, and you can't just have somebody go in here and fight them. But does it really need to? Like, look, we even failed. Like, we didn't even finish it. Or are we going to go back? I thought it was going to go back to the base, but yeah, it looks like it's just going to go back around. I just, like, what are these mobs running around like that for? It's just, like, really weird. The whole thing about it is just, the bombing runs just don't work. I don't feel like they're good content. Even, like, I would say they're, like, even worse than, like, escort quests. At least, like, escort quests, like, they just kind of suck gameplay-wise, but they don't suck, like, you know, in the way they're played out in the game's world. But these, like, it's just so stupid. Like, a bombing run, dude? Are you kidding me? Do you know how many... Like, those enemies would just shoot us down, bro. Like, they're archers. Every single person in there is an archer. Your deeds today shall live long in the Horde's glorious history. Your efforts have dealt a devastating blow to the enemy. Okay, so there's a couple weapon options, but they're both not usable. They're both intellect stuff. I wonder if, like, oh, I was going to say, I wonder if the DPS is worth it, but it's actually worse DPS as intellect. Because we definitely don't want pants to upgrade, and it happened. No surprise. I mean, I guess it's still an upgrade. It has 26 agi and 39 stamina. This has 24 agony and 36 stamina. So yeah, it's just like a straight up upgrade, but a weapon would have been way better. We have the enemy on their heels. Victory is within sight. It is not yet time to celebrate, though, Shaman. There remains much to be done before the Horde can lay claim to Ashenvale. At Rainwood Retreat to the east, a battle has been joined. Reports indicate many Horde are wounded. Take these medical supplies there and give them to Thag. Tell him of our assault on Astranar. It may help to bolster morale. There's a lot more quests I've opened up too, it looks like. Greetings, Shaman. Congratulations on your victorious assault on Astranar. The elves shall not forget the humiliation they have suffered at our hands. But you must know the elves are not the only obstacle to the Horde's conquering of Ashenvale. To the east, a shaman of the Earthen Ring requires assistance with yet another crisis. You can find him near the base of the volcano, Thunder Peak. All right, and then another quest over there. Look at him burn. It's revolutionary, a real breakthrough in explosive technology, which of course, it's the only kind that matters. I'm going to be the envy of every goblin south of Northrend. Believe it or not, I've actually refined the formula to be even more potent. Here, take a sample of the stuff southeast to Silverwing Refuge. Maybe my cousin Flooz can use it to help the Horde capture that objective.
Have a good one.
Silverwing Refuge. It wants us to go all the way over there, huh? So now we have a lot of quests for a lot of different areas, and yeah, obviously we're gonna do them, I guess. Let's just see where we're at on rep, though. Like, I don't even know at this point. Like, can we actually finish this in the zone? Yeah, I would say definitely. Okay, now I would, like, I guess we must have gotten a lot from something recently, because now we're almost 1900 or 19,000. So that means we only need 2,000 and we only have 5 levels left to get. But provided, the only thing I worry about is that the 7th chapter is not actually going to give rep. But yeah, seems like there's still be a lot of quests. I bet this troll shit doesn't give rep. Let's see these quests that we have here. I don't know if we even need to do these. Between a rock and a thistle fur. This is just a quest from Classic, right? Like, probably not changed at all. Yeah, this is actually like the name of it too. Like, it hasn't changed at all. Let's see how much rep it gives. It gives 250 rep with Orgrimmar, so that one's good at least. The Troll Charm quest gives rep with the Darkspear Troll, so you know what, I'll just straight up drop that quest. Like, I don't want to do that quest anyway, so that's good. So we can at least do the other one, but might as well quickly go do it then if we're going to go do that one, and then the next episode will be starting with whatever the final elements of the zone are. This is a pretty cool little area, though. I should have stayed on my ground mount from now on. Like, pretty cool little area. There's lots of paths, lots of entrance points. It's really cool. They did a lot of good work with connecting all the sub areas. Again, I'm not really sure why they did, but they did do it. Oh yeah, there's also that rare up here though. Let's just lean into the flying at this point and just go find him. There he is. He's got the crazy ass looking weapon. We'll kill this first and then we'll fight him. Hopefully he'll pat over here. I don't remember where he pats. Oh, the quest in Classic was to kill certain mob types, but now it seems like you can just kill any as well. That's quite nice. Wow, that guy almost straight up 1v1'd me. Like, what the hell? I almost lost a 1v1 against that Avenger mob. That's scary considering we're coming down to the end of the playthrough here. Okay, this guy should be far enough away that we can go like full on against him. Use everything, no reason to save anything. These mobs in general are just more dangerous. Oh, we got a cloak. Oh, that's nice. That's a big one. Definitely wish we got a weapon, but we have pretty bad cloaks. Oh, actually no, we ended up with a good, I forgot. I thought we still had that really bad cloak from the beginning of the playthrough. So let's stay away from the Avengers if we can do it. Not exactly sure what the reality of the damage taken is right now, but yeah, it seems like all of these mobs are just really dangerous for some reason. That'll make the totem be a little bit better, I guess, but makes our life a lot harder. God, they are just ripping me up, man. This is gonna be a hard quest to do. You would think the shamans would be the least dangerous ones, though, because they're not casting anything, and even if they do, I would interrupt it. But no, they're just mailing like insanely hard. Should we kill the totem? I got 14 health. Kind of sucks to use a global on it, so maybe we just auto attack the totem and then instead. Oh wait, did they have a light? Oh, see, that's why. Coat of Thistlefur. I told you, dude, this is always so dangerous for any mob. Like, I've never ran into one of these mobs in a leveling challenge and it not been insanely dangerous. So it actually makes sense. It's probably more dangerous for an enhancement shaman because of how much, like, different sources of damage I have. Plus this guy's got bloodlust. Oh my god. We'd be able to purge that if we had purge, I bet. But we don't. That's a little scary. I don't really. We can go fight this one though, I suppose. Not really sure what's... This is just another path out of the area, I guess. This is gonna just be full-time use all of our Maelstrom on healing here. We have a lot more mobs to kill. Still 9 more to kill. Let's go see, maybe there's another area that doesn't have as many. There's these pathfinders here, but I don't really... They're probably not any less dangerous. We'll see. They're shooting the bow at me though, so it's probably still a little bit better than the other guys who are just auto-attacking me. I don't really know. It's just probably like 90% of my damage taken is just this. It's 198 per hit, and I have like 7k health. How much actual health do we have? 8.6k, and it's 198 per hit, and we're flying. Our weapons are fucking soaring. They die quick though, at least, even though they do so much damage to us. It's not that bad. So the totem doesn't help with that then. Like, it only is gonna do the mobs attacking these lashback, I think. I don't think it's gonna work on damage we kind of inflict to ourselves. So I actually need to die. Yeah, like even just me trying to finish that mob, I almost died just auto attacking it to its death. Oh god, I'm gonna straight up die to that. Wow. I don't know how zealous the crop is gonna be there, but like I just like crit or something. I did like something that just destroyed my, like I basically like killed myself with something. There's probably just multiple Wind Fury procs, which just makes me attack more, I guess. It's kind of funny though. I like stretched and all of a sudden like my health went down like 70% in like 2 swings. Okay, 2 more kills only. Then that'll be it for us. And we got a leather pair of hands from that last kill. That's very interesting. Is that an upgrade though? Wow, my gear's actually... Wait, what is that? I have a 1-slot bag? What the fuck? Why do I have a 1-slot bag? What? What? It's actually a 1-slot bag. Oh, it was from the Halloween thing. That's really bizarre. Anyway, haste and verse. I mean, that's probably better, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's not a big upgrade, but it's definitely an upgrade. All right, we're going to go ahead and empty our bags here, and then we're going to turn that in, and then that is going to be it for today. This was a really fun episode of gameplay, though. Like, went better than it sounds like it went. Hopefully, the editing and everything is going to go well. I'm just going to, like, do it and pretty much shoot it out as it is. I might make some small changes to something on my end, but if you guys, you know, have any strong opinions for or against this, let me know. I think, like, it doesn't, like, no matter who says they like it, I don't think I'll really do it because I think it's, like, kind of ruining the playthrough, but this is just the only footage I have to test it on, so I do want to try it and see how it plays. Maybe I'll end up falling in love with it or something like that. Well done, Shaman. I will continue to send forces to thin out the Furbolg, but I can at least count on a different path that will be free of alliance entanglements. The Horde conquest of Ashenvale is now in full swing. You've earned your pay this day, hero. I salute you. I'm actually really interested in seeing what the initial, like the classic quest dialogue was, because I feel like it's very different. Carrying, it's the same guy. That's the same guy who gives it in classic. The Thistlefur Furbolg are threatening our expansion. Thistlefur village to our west blocks the way between here and Splinter Tree Post, so it's the same. It's a path that would circumvent the village of Aspenar. Without it, we give the Alliance an extra expansion path. We must not allow an expansion path gap. I don't, it feels like that's some kind of joke or reference, but I don't understand it. All these years later, and nobody knows the Doctor Strangelove reference in the quest text. Oh, okay, so it is a reference. What is that, Doctor Strangelove? I don't even know if I want to look at that. Yeah, it's, even in Classic, it says the Horde conquest of Ashenvale is now in full swing. That's it. So I guess, yeah, even from the Classic quest, they were setting up the Cataclysm situation. All right, cool. So yeah, we're almost 46. In the next episode, we will finish the leveling segment of the playthrough. That gave some decent rep there too. We're now over 19,000. So yeah, we should be all right. I think like as long as everything we do in the next episode gives us rep, then we should be all right. We might even maybe finish before we hit this 50, but yeah, I think we're on pace here. So hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Otherwise, thank you for watching. We will see you guys in the next one. This was the last video uploaded and made before BlizzCon. The next one will be after BlizzCon, so I'm sure I'll have a lot to say about that. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.